Hey there, good morning. Welcome to the Daring to Differ podcast. I am Anaki. Today is a special episode. It's special simply because our daughter Taylor turned 5 years old today. And if she turned 5 years old today, it means that I've been a mother for 5 years. Yeah. So I have 5 years experience of motherhood. And I just thought I should reflect a few couple of stuff that happened over the 5 years. So one, Taylor was born during COVID-19. So this is the time when a lot of isolation was happening. And I decided that when I am raising Taylor, I want to have my own voice. I want to have my own voice in a sense that whatever I'm applying in her life, it's things that is either driven by science, and apart from science, it's information that I've taken and I've tailored to suit our baby, as opposed to just listening to external people without really understanding where they're coming from. So I intentionally read books when Taylor was still in the womb, when she was still in my belly, and I was able to monitor her various milestones, starting from her first trimester until to the third trimester. I knew what was happening when she was still inside me, simply because I intentionally followed the various milestones, and I would take whatever nutrients I'm expected to have or to take at the time. I would exercise, so I was really present during that time. And even when Taylor was born, I read a lot of books on motherhood, sorry, and also read books in terms of what to do with the baby and how to monitor her various milestones, what to do during those milestones, how to take care of her, what type of exercises I should ensure that she is taking. So as parents, we've been intentionally there in her life simply because we decided that we're going to do this thing, parenthood, right? So we've been there, and even bringing up Taylor was based on our own voice, on my voice, daddy's voice. And we did this parenthood thing, I would say. To date, we did it really good, simply because with every teaching, with every um care that we've given to her, is care that is intentionally thought of, and is care that is intentionally curated for the type of child that she is, or for the type of child that we want her to become. So we cut out a lot of noise, and we leaned toward the information that is available to us, the information that we intentionally seeked for. And I think if you are if you are a parent out there, this approach for me, I think, is an approach that I would want to advise, that you do things that you really, really, really want to do in your child's life, not necessarily things that you are copying from your friends, from your co-workers, from your community, but rather things that you think that are important for you. Of course, there are certain ideas that we have gotten from friends, from family. Specifically, there are certain things that I've been able to reference from my mom, for instance, especially when it comes to the aspect of love. My mom is the type of person who brought us up with so much love. So being there for Taylor, I think, and loving Taylor is something I learned from my mom, how to love, how to nurture. And at least I was able to show up fully in that area. And then also, apart from also learning from my mom, we've also had a good community that has been part of Taylor's life. The community in this case, Taylor went to school when she was only 2 years old. So the daycare where she went to has really been supportive. And I regard them as part of our family, simply because this is a place where I leave our baby from 8 a.m. and only pick her up at 5 p.m. And over the past years, everything has been really, really going well. No issues, no complaints. And I've been also having a good state of mind, knowing that our child is in good care, and also having great support from my friends. They would always chip in when it's Taylor's birthday, would celebrate these milestones together. If Taylor is not feeling well, they would chip in and just check, how are you guys doing? How are things? So that element has really been also a cornerstones that contributed to Taylor, having a fulfilled life. Of course, my siblings, small auntie, being small auntie, So it's been a great period of our lives, and of course, it had its own challenges. Um, and it also had its own compromises. So as a young mother, I had to sacrifice certain things that I was just like, because I want to be present in Taylor's life from the get-go and to understand this whole motherhood thing. I decided that there were just certain things I'll put on hold. It's things like studies. I'm only doing my master's now, simply because it's like I need to balance, and I need to make sure that I show up fully in our child's life. And for me, education, getting the accolades was not priority at the time when I was navigating motherhood from the beginning, because I intentionally chose that. I want to be present in our child's life, and I also don't want to show up as a tired mom all the time and not knowing what is happening. So there were just certain opportunities I let go, because I was like, I needed to prioritize this. And if you are maybe thinking, or if you are at crossroads, here you are a mother, here you have your career, unfortunately, there's just certain things that will need you to sacrifice. And for me, education was just one of the things. I said, I'm going to pause it, and I will return when I am in the right mind, when I have the capacity to work around all that. So that really happened. Well, I didn't feel like I was missing out, because I had intentionally decided to pause certain things in my life so that I show up. So that has been the journey. And I remember when she was born, it was at the time when I even just started working in a new environment that was very demanding, that required a lot from me. And I remember very well that during Taylor's first year, to be honest, I don't really remember most of the things in terms of what happened, what we're doing, apart from me really just reading books and applying that. But most of the stuff, I still can't really recall what they were exactly, simply because that was a year filled with lots of pressure on my end. And I I I I sort of lost track in terms of what was happening, because of the stress that I was experiencing. But all I know is that each day was approached with intention, making time to play with Taylor, for instance. But a lot of it to the T, in terms of the details, what we did exactly, I can't remember. And I think that's what, unfortunately, as mothers, we have to go through. I'm not complaining. That is in the past. I'm just happy that we kept this child alive. We kept her healthy. We kept her well taken care of. We gave her everything that we didn't have growing up. And I think for me, that is the evidence that we have as parents now. I'm looking at this evidence and noticing that we've done a good job. If we are able to suppress where our mothers ended and where our grandparents ended, then it's obvious that we are on the right track and we're doing amazing. And also, just looking at the foundation that for instance, in this case, the foundation that my great grandmother laid for us was of care, of love, of support. And if she's looking back, if she's in heaven and looking at us doing this motherhood thing, I think, or parenthood thing, I think she should be grateful, or she should be proud, or she is proud of what we are doing, because whatever I am doing is things that are motivated by what I've learned from my mom, right? In terms of parenthood. And also whatever my mom did, or how my mom parented us, I just also based on what she learned from her grandmother, because her grandmother took care of her. So I think as a family, we are really doing good. Um, and I'm just now looking forward to more, you know, fruitful years with Taylor, and more fruitful years as a family. Now at least I'm out of the trenches. Now I'm out of the trenches of being a new mom. Now I know what to do. I know how to balance. I know what to let go, what to to let go, and what to put on my plate. I know what bites I'm able to bite, or I mean to chew on. And I'm just excited for more years. I'm looking for more. I'm looking forward to more fruitful years. So Taylor, I just want to tell you, I love you so much, my girl. You are the most brightest child I've ever met. You are so kind. You are so polite. You are so smart. You are just a little um, interesting human being, and I love your character. I love how confident you are. I like how audacious you are, and I like how you just speak your mind. And most importantly, I love the fact that you respect everyone around you. So Taylor, I wish you an amazing fifth birthday. I hope you're gonna watch this. Just know that mommy loves you so much, and we are more excited to see your upcoming years. So yeah, I'm ending here. Have a great day. This is Daring to Differ with Anarchy, and it is just a reflection.